If you ever wanted to understand who Jesus really is, the first 7 chapters of John tell it all. It's more than a story, it's a revelation that Jesus isn't just the son of God. He is God in human form. So John starts with power. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. That Word became flesh, meaning God Himself stepped into human form as Jesus Christ. He came to show us His heart, His truth, and His grace. Because religion alone could never save us. That's why He came to do that for us. But from the very beginning, the religious leaders, they didn't believe Him. They were so focused on laws, titles, and outer appearance that they couldn't even recognize the truth standing right in front of them. They were looking for the Messiah through human eyes, but Jesus came in a way that challenged everything they thought they knew. Hold on, y'all. I gotta make sure I stay on track. And every time Jesus, you'll notice, and when He spoke, He said, "Verily, verily." He was saying, "I'm giving you absolute truth." He spoke with authority because He was the authority. When He met the Samaritan woman at the well, it shocked everyone. Jews didn't associate with Samaritans, and men didn't talk. They didn't talk to women publicly. But Jesus did because He didn't see division. He saw souls. He looked past her past and offered her living water, which is a new life. And due to that one encounter, many Samaritans believed in Him, not because of miracles, but because His words touched something real in their hearts. But others believed for the wrong reasons, like the Galileans. They believed only because of the miracles they saw Him perform, not because they truly understood who He was. And that's why Jesus said, a prophet has no honor in his own country, because familiarity can blind faith. It can. Sometimes the people you know that know your past can't see your purpose. All they think about is what they used to see. Later on, Jesus healed a man who had been crippled for 38 years and told him, "Take up your bed and walk." That man obeyed, but it was the Sabbath day. It was the Sabbath, y'all, and that's what made the priest furious. Instead of celebrating that a man was made whole, suffering for decades, and could finally walk, they condemned the miracle because it didn't fit their rules. Jesus told them plainly, "My Father works on the Sabbath, and so do I." Because compassion, it doesn't take a day off. He reminded them that they performed circumcisions on the Sabbath day, so how could they be angry that He made a man whole that same day? Then Jesus gave them 4 witnesses that proved exactly who He was, but still they didn't see. John the Baptist, His own works, which was Him performing miracles, the voice of God, His Father, and the very scriptures they claimed to live by. But due to their pride and their spiritual blindness, they couldn't see the truth right in front of them. They said, "Isn't this Joseph's son from Galilee?" They didn't realize he was actually born in Bethlehem, fulfilling prophecy word for word. They were waiting for a Messiah to appear out of nowhere and miss the one born again that was amongst them. That's why Jesus told them, "Judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment." He was teaching them that truth isn't always dressed the way you expect. They were following religion, but missing the revelation. Even the temple guards who were sent to arrest Him couldn't do it. They said, "Never has a man spoken like this." Because when truth speaks, even unbelievers pause. And in the middle of all doubt and rejection, there was Nicodemus. Nicodemus was a Pharisee who quietly believed, which means he believed, but he didn't tell nobody else. He came to Jesus at night because deep down he knew who He was. He knew that no one could do what Jesus did unless God was with Him. But what he didn't yet realize was that Jesus wasn't just with God. He was God. He was God, y'all. Or is God, you know. From John 1 through 7, the message is clear. Jesus is the Word that was made in flesh. He is God revealing Himself to humanity. The same voice that spoke the world into existence stepped into that world to save it. Religion builds walls, but relationships build bridges. The law pointed to Him, grace revealed Him, and because of His love, we now have access to eternal life. So that's John 1 through 7 chapters.